Yeah, I live right across the street from where it was burning at the time, so this is crazy. This isn't the first rodeo. This hill's been on fire at least probably 5 or 6 times that I can, remember, because I grew up at this house. And yeah, man, it's even on 4th of July it gets crazy because people start lighting off fireworks, and this hill is just the first one to go up in flames, so.
So approximately 1:30 this afternoon, our dispatch center received multiple calls of a vegetation fire just west of Danbury. People were reporting a fast-moving veg fire moving up towards Danbury and the residents up here. Shortly after, within 4 or 5 minutes, first unit arrived on scene. Did indicate that we had a working veg fire that with an immediate structure threat. Immediately, units went into fire attack mode. Started pulling lines. We were able to contain the fire to about 8.5 acres. Our hand crews are here. They will stay here until we make sure all the embers are mitigated, and they'll cut a scratch line around it to ensure that the safety of the residents.
This is my home right here, and I was driving home. I actually picked up a rental trailer to haul away some of my brush that my son and I have been cutting for the past few days. And then I noticed all this smoke, and then I saw my wife with a fire hose, and I saw people in my backyard, and then I saw the fire department, which I'm very grateful and I'm thankful for them. So, and I thank them for everything that they do for us, because man, they got here quick. So. And yeah, I just, like I said, I picked up my trailer, got home, and I was just like, what's going on? And yeah, so thank you to the fire department.
With the winds that are coming up this evening, we want to make sure that we have 100% mop up. No injuries were reported and no damage to any structures.
And the cause is still?
Cause is still under investigation. Our investigators are out here. They'll do their investigation, and we'll see what the cause was.
Looks like it was started on the bottom of the hill, correct?
That's correct. It was started on the bottom of the hill, and with the current winds that we have currently right now, the fire in this light vegetation moves very rapidly. It spots ahead of itself, and that's what happened in this case. Luckily, our units were able to deploy quickly and stop this and keep it at about 8.5 acres.
Any evacuations?
No evacuations were necessary. Units positioned themselves quite quickly around the residents, so there was no need for that. We just sheltered them in place and started suppressing the fire.
If it did get out of hand, I guess you got air support.
Yeah, we could ask for air support, but there are high power tension lines here, so that would cause an issue. But we have enough resources up here in the high desert that we were able to jump on it pretty quickly.
I was coming home from work and was going down Rancho, and I got to the top of the hill, and I noticed there was smoke off in the distance, and I'm like, oh gosh, that looks awfully close to the house. And somebody's home at the time, so I'm like, I hope it's not the house on fire. And we finally got to our street and started coming down the street, and that's when I would notice. I was like, oh wow, it's right in front of the house.
According to my wife and my son, they said it started over there, and then within 5 minutes it was like across the hillside. Really? Yeah, they said it was really fast. Okay. Yeah, and then the police officer, I guess they said the sheriff, he's actually the one that saw the smoke, and was advising my wife to make sure grab some hoses and start watering, and make sure everyone's clear out of the house. So, but thank you for the sheriff's department too. I mean, that guy, he saw everything and he started calling it in. So I'm grateful for them too. Again, I want to say, number one, thank you to the sheriffs. Thank you for everything you guys do. Number two, thank you to the fire department. And I appreciate y'all, and stay safe.